Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sue. Happy birthday to you.
Today is Zeus's 21st birthday.
In the wild, tigers usually only live to be 10 or 12, and at most other facilities, that's what we see as well. A 10-year-old tiger is roughly a 60-year-old person. When they get to be 21 years old, it's like being 126 years old. It's just crazy that he's lived this long.
Zeus was rescued in 2014 from a place up in New York State. They were not being taken care of properly by the owner who had lost her USDA license.
A lot of the issues that you see with Zeus, as far as his eyes, those are from the inbreeding done to try and create white tigers.
For him to have been as willing to come with us really meant a lot. Maybe he knew that he was going someplace better.
Our mission is to care for the cats that we've rescued, give them a retirement home for the rest of their lives, but mostly to put an end to the use of these cats as pets, props, and parts. The day he stepped off the transport, he was chuffing at everybody. He loved everything about getting fed regularly. I don't know who found out that he loves the hose so much, but oh my gosh, he loves to get showered with the hose. He has just been an absolute delight from day one.
Perfect. Happy birthday, dear Sue. Happy birthday to you.
Zeus is my favourite cat at the property, so I'm really excited that it's his 21st birthday. Luckily I get to be the one to feed him.
I really think he knew that this was a very special day and that it was all about him because he wanted to see every minute of it.
Oh, my birthday wish for Zeus. Just that he lives the rest of his life in a peaceful environment where people love him.
Guy, it's pretty much normal really. He's just got his cleft lip and we'll probably do surgery to fix that.
We see the cleft lip so people can see it? Oh, let go of your toy. There we go. Hi, buddy. And tell us about like how old they are, all of
He's
them.
about 11 weeks now, and these two are 8 weeks. Winter Rose and Bergamot. And obviously they came from the mother that was running loose. And we gave her a cesarean, and that's what these guys. So Road Dogs kind of focuses on Frenchies and Bulldogs, English Bulldogs, and especially special needs. So I get quite a few special needs puppies that breeders will surrender, like the Clefties and stuff, because they otherwise won't survive and they're prone to aspiration pneumonia. So we get them and then we tube feed them, and fingers crossed they get surgery and then they're fine. Also paralysed dogs, old dogs, you name it, all kinds. But obviously everyone loves the puppies.
Yeah, and then let's talk about the importance of social media and how you get your dogs adopted, how many adopters you have on social media.
Yeah, social media has been huge, especially with Dodo, yay! In terms of getting the word out about some of the special needs ones. I've got like 50 of my adopters now, I think, on Instagram, and one of them is called McCoy, a Sow Cow gargoyle, and he can the shelter and had really bad mange, like virtually hairless, and now he's like just looking amazing. So it's just really helpful to be able to see keep track of all your animals, and just in terms of spreading the word, you know.
And so McCoy is from the South LA shelter. That's where she got him. And she also gets other dogs that have amazing success stories from all other places. So, yeah, let's talk about Fletcher that you found on Craigslist.
Yeah, Fletcher came from Craigslist. He had really bad swollen paws, like just awful, couldn't walk. And we went to pick him up. I think we paid $100 for it or something. We wanted to get him. And it took quite a while to recover, soaking his paws and various things that we had to do for him. And now he's like living the life in an amazing home. So that's kind of a reward, really, to see them doing so well.
And then we have Welly to talk about, who was a breeder surrender.
And then I have Welly and Higgins. They're both paralysed, and Higgins was found on the streets of Mexico and came to rescue. And then Welly was surrendered at like 6 weeks old because he was paralysed. They both had spina bifida, and so people can watch those, see them at Adventures of Welly and Higgins. Yeah, I just want to try and show that a lot, especially with the puppies, you know, that they deserve a chance to live, and that they can have good lives. Because a lot of the time people assume a paralysed dog can't have a life, or they're just restricted in their movement, you know. But other than that, they can.
Awesome. And then you recently started expanding and rescuing dogs overseas, right?
Yeah, well, I got contacted by somebody in South Korea who said that in the shelters there, dogs basically don't really stand much of a chance. And there's purebreds, you know, there's pugs and English bulldogs and Frenchies. So she just said, can you help? And I was like, okay, if I can raise the money. So I've had people sponsor them individually to bring a dog over. And I think we've brought over about 7 so far. Because I understand, obviously, we want to focus on the shelters here and the dogs that need help here. But at the end of the day, a life is still a life. And I got asked to help, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, and sponsoring a dog, if you can't adopt, is really, really important. So what it does is it really just saves a dog life, and it helps someone get the dog that they want. And so if you can't ever adopt, sponsoring and sending over money to rescues really helps. And 501c3s are tax deductible.
Yeah, you know, it's really rewarding, I think, helping a life, you know. It's like we can all spend our money on buying more stuff, but when you've seen him go from 1 day old to now he's 10 weeks, and people have watched him grow and seen him flourish, I think that's really rewarding. People form real bonds with these animals that they can then have for the rest of their life, really, if they want, because they can continue to follow them. That's the amazing thing about social media, is that the attachment that people can have can be as long as they want it to be.
Yeah. Look at these two falling asleep.
They
were like, "Oh, action!" a minute ago, and then as soon as the camera comes out,
You're just
I know,
turning
they were
Los
playing.
Angeles with Road Dogs Rescue.
You baby
People are asking where we're at. We're in Los Angeles. If someone's interested in adopting these pups, how should they get a hold of you?
They can go on Instagram to Road Dogs, ROADOGS, or they can email Nikki at itsroaddogs.com.
Road Dogs and Rescue at Gmail.
Okay, so sorry about that. It's roaddogsandrescue@gmail.com, or go to her Instagram page and you can get that email there at Road Dogs.
Perfect. Anything else you want to say about the pups?
No, that they're all great. The Frenchie's mom is also up for adoption. She's not here today. She's in a foster, and they have a bunch of other bulldogs, and they primarily focus on bulldogs and other bully breeds. So if you want one of those, please give Nikki a shout out. And she also focuses on owners, adopters that have an experience with a bully breed type dog before she'll adopt it out to them.
Great. Thanks so much for all your work. Thanks everyone for watching.